counting down, and I think we are up and ready to go. Yep. How you guys doing? Good evening. Let me move things around like I typically do to make sure that I have everything in place. How are you guys doing this evening? Hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to day number 8 of the 12 days of research giveaway. We are on day number 8 already. That is crazy. There are so many wonderful companies that have sponsored this and given me the opportunity to be able to thank you guys and share some wonderful products and subscriptions and all sorts of things with you guys, and I'm so happy that I have the opportunity to do that with you guys. And hello, Marcia, how are you doing? Yes, time does fly. It goes by very, very quick. It's crazy. I've had a lot of fun things come into play, and I'll be able to share those with you guys more towards the end on day 13, which is the day that I will be announcing all of the winners. So just a reminder, down below are going to be all of the links that you guys will need to be able to enter in today's 12 days of research giveaway. So what do you say we go on ahead and get started? I want to talk about this company. It's JustAJoy. JustAJoy.com is their link to go visit them on their website. But I wanted to give you a little background on JustAJoy because I actually met Joy, the owner of the company, I think it was back about 2013, 2014, when I was in St. Louis at an NGS conference. And for those of you who don't know the acronym NGS, it's National Genealogical Society. And I was at the conference there, and Joy had a table set up, and a friend of mine was telling me I needed to go by her table, go by her booth, and go see what she had there, because she knew it was something that I was really going to like to see. Because when I walked over there, I was stunned to see the documents and the books and the heirlooms that she had laid out on all of these tables. She had Bibles, framed photographs, military documents, military photos. There were even swords that were laying there that was an heirloom that belonged to some family member. And medals. Hi, Melanie. There were a ton of wonderful things that she had laid out on this table. So as I started talking to her, I began to realize that now I understood why I was told to go visit this table. Or visit her booth at this conference. And that's because Joy is, when you walk over and you see everything, you're not exactly sure what you're looking at. And when you hear her story, it is one that if you do family research, you're researching your own family, or you're a genealogist and you're researching for clients, you know, one of those things that you're always searching for is that connection, whether it is finding those documents or finding out where your ancestor came from, getting a little bit of putting those puzzle pieces together to find out that story. Well, Joy has a unique way of playing a role in that, because what she does is she has all of these wonderful access to all of these wonderful pieces of heirlooms. Some people might refer to them as treasures, family treasures or family antiques. And she works with some antique collectors. She works with some historians. She works with some genealogists, some researchers just like yourself, and people who have all of these, who have collected these different items over the years, or they've gone to an estate sale and they've purchased some of these different items. And what the whole idea is to try and connect these pieces with the family. So she works to help bring these pieces together with the family members that they actually belong to, that there's that connection that's in there. One of the ways to think about it is, and this is the way that I like to explain it, and that I've explained it before. It's kind of like eBay meets Ancestry.com, in the sense that you can see the different things that she has on her site, and you can purchase those things And where the Ancestry.com comes in is, it's the care of the history. It's the care of the connection that that person had with this particular item that you're looking at on her site. So she started the business back around, I think it was 2011 is when she started, and she started building the website. And when I was talking to her, one of the things she told me was she started to collect, and she was having all of these different heirlooms that belonged to all of these different people, and she wanted to find a way, a searchable, if I'm saying this right, a searchable way, or a search engine that's accessible to everyone else to be able to make that connection between that heirloom and that family member. And she's been able to do that with JustAJoy.com. And she started the business, and when she started, she has not stopped. She has been full speed ahead. Actually, down below on one of the links, you guys will be able to see where she was actually interviewed by a news crew, and I think it was down in Florida that interviewed her, and somebody who actually was able to find a piece of their family history, and she helped make that connection happen. And it's a really neat story to hear how that connection actually happened, and how this piece of history found the family, and they're together. And so you'll have to watch it and see. It's a really interesting story, and it's a really neat story. So how you guys doing? Everybody doing good? Let's see here. Let me go over a little bit so you guys know exactly what it is that you are going to be registering to win, and that is a membership to JustAJoy. And it's a $60 value. It's a great membership to have, because what this membership is going to do for you is you're going to be able to, once you register and you receive your code to register for your membership, you're going to go into that site, and you're going to be able to put in up to 20 names. So you can type in 20 surnames into their research database, into their database. And what's going to happen is that computer, or that system, is going to find different antiques, different heirlooms that they have in stock on their side of the database. This is really getting technical. I'm talking databases. So your surnames are going to be matched with these different heirlooms and these different antiques and these different collectibles, and it's going to meet them together. And you're going to get an email alert letting you know that they found something that has a surname that you're trying to find. Maybe you're trying to find more documents on, or photographs on, or maybe there was a special spoon or coffee cup or creamer or plate that your great-grandmother had, and say your great-grandmother's last name was, we'll say it was Green, the last name Green, and all of a sudden you have 6 different things that come up in their collection that have the surname Green on it, and you're going to get an email letting you know. And it can be anything from, like, sorry, itchy nose. It can be anything from photographs to, like I said, the teacups, to, there's yearbooks even, letters. It's the amount of things that she has that is in this database that she has. It's unbelievable. Actually, I think I have here her last count that she actually had is that they have thousands of items listed associated with more than, okay guys, right, more than 100,000 surnames. So that should give you an idea how much she has, that you guys can actually possibly find a family connection to some of these things that she has in that collection. And there's things being added nearly every single day. Now, when you do get your subscription and you put your 20 names in there, you don't have to leave those 20 names. You can change those names out. You're not locked into those names. So, for instance, there are times that I have taken and used my membership to help clients that I have search to find different possible heirlooms. And I'll go to her site. I'll type in that surname, and I might change it up and put in a different surname just to see, and leave it in there for a while. So you can do that. You don't have to stay with the same 20 surnames that you start with. So it can change up. And also, as members, you are also invited to post and sell some of the items that you have that you've done research on, or things that are not part of your family collection. For instance, when I said that I made reference to some genealogists and some family researchers and historians, they have a large collection of things, of different items in their home or in their collection, and they're wanting to connect those with the family members. You're able to go in and put in information about the item that you have. So for instance, I don't know what I have here. Okay, this is really, okay, so I have a coaster. If I wanted to, I could go on ahead, take a picture of the coaster, post the picture of the coaster on that website, and put some historical information in of how that might be relevant to someone who is wanting to purchase that coaster. Now, you might ask, and you might wonder about pricing them. That is completely up to you if you're going to post things on there, how you set the price on it, because that's up to you, the seller, or that's up to you, the seller. What's nice is JustAJoy is kind of the middle, and they help to bring all of this together. They offer this avenue, the search engine, the searchable database, to where those who have things that they would like to sell, or they would like to make sure that there's a connection back to the original family that it goes with. And then you have those who are wanting to purchase these, or searching for these particular heirlooms or antiques or treasures. And she meets in the middle and tries to help make that happen by offering this searchable surname database that they have with over 100,000 names. So what do you guys think of this? Do you guys have any questions over here on YouTube? And let me look over here on Facebook if I have anything coming up quick on Facebook on instant message. Okay, Sammy wants to know, do you have to be a member to sell something on the site? Yes, you do. That's part of the benefit of being a member, is you can put items on there to sell on that site. So let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, over here on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, I had asked the question at the very opening, wanting to tell everyone good evening. Hope you guys are doing good. And does anybody have snow in the forecast? Because that seems to be the big thing that's going on right now, is the discussion of snow along the south and coming up on the East Coast. And it turns out my history friend here is letting me know that yes, there is Western New York State. That's for the New York State. Oh, people think New York City. Okay. I guess you guys are going to be getting snow. You guys have had snow coming. You guys have it coming your way. I don't know. I thought you guys already had a little bit of snow. Anyway, so enjoy the snow when it comes your way if you like the snow. I personally do like the snow. So let's go. We had a couple more questions over here on Facebook in reference to JustAJoy, and one was, how do I know I'm getting what I see in the picture? That's a very good question, and thank you. And this is another code name. Thank you @36frog. Thank you @36frog. How do you know what you're going to get in the picture? Well, that's what when I was talking earlier about JustAJoy kind of being in the middle, and Joy has, like I said, has put together this wonderful system to where you can search, and then those who are selling can post that information. Once you make that connection, once you go on the site and you find something that you're interested in, then you can go on ahead and get in contact with that seller, and then that communication then is between you and that seller. So you can request additional photographs, you can request documents, you can do however you want to facilitate that sale, however that takes place, or that transition takes place. That facilitation takes place between you and the seller, or between we'll just say between the buyer and the seller. So that's, I can't say, I don't know how else to put it except for it's between the two of you once you step away from JustAJoy site. What if I don't want to sell it and I just want to reunite it with the family? And this is asked by Tammy. And that's perfectly fine. I do know when I had talked to Joy, and I think she even has it listed on her site, that there are those who don't want to sell the product or sell the memorabilia or the heirloom. I keep saying memorabilia, heirloom, treasure, antique, because there's so many different ways that you identify that family connection and this piece that you have. If you don't want to sell it, you don't have to. You do have the right to go on ahead and put on there that it is for free if you choose to do so. I do know that one of the things that you might want to think about if you are a member, or if you're thinking about becoming a member, or if you win this membership, if you're going on there and you're going to place an item on there, you can always put a price on it, because I know Joy and I had this discussion before, that if you put a price on it, then once you talk to the individual who is seeking that specific treasure or heirloom, then you can judge if you want to charge them or if you don't want to charge them. And the reason for that is, and I agree with this, is because you never know who it is you're going to have contact you. Those who contact you, you want them to be someone who really wants it. So I wouldn't put an astronomical price next to it, just a reasonable one. And then, like I said, after you've talked to them, if you decide that you don't want to sell it and you just would like to give it to them, then by all means, you can do that. There's no penalties to that at all. So yes, definitely. So how are we doing over here? Facebook, YouTube. I feel like I'm ignoring you when I'm looking over here and stuff coming in on live instant message over here on what is this? Facebook. Let's see, what else can I tell you about JustAJoy? Let's see. Oh, yes. After, okay, within, and I had said before, when you put in the surnames, you can put in the 20 surnames into that searchable database, so then it will link up to different things that they have in their database. Then you can, within 24 hours, it's usually about 24 hours, you'll receive an email letting you know that they've made that connection over there. Let's see, my history friend, I have had some bad buffering happen, so I'm missing a bunch of what you were saying, but I need to go onto the site and check out my favorite surnames. JustAJoy sounds awesome. Yes, it is awesome. I'm sorry you're having some issues with your connection. We all have that. Definitely. But know that down below you have all of the links down below that you can go and visit JustAJoy. You also will find in those links below, just so you know, there is the TV interview that was done with Joy and someone who had actually found some of their family heirlooms thanks to JustAJoy. And you'll also find in there, she did a guest blog post for me, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I included that in there. And I think that's all that I included in down below there, I think. If not, surprise, there's more down there. There is all of my social media links down there, though. Let's see, what else can I tell you here? Some of the other advantages of being a member is you do get a newsletter. She sends out newsletters that you do have access to that you can see. Oh, and the newsletters are also available to unpaid members. That's right, I forgot about that. So if you go visit her site, and if you're not a member, I think there's a way on there you can request to receive a newsletter, because you don't have to be a paid member to receive the newsletter. She also has a place on Facebook to where if you go on the Facebook page, you can see every so often she'll post, I guess you would call them reunions, to where the pieces of history or the heirlooms have been reunited with the family members, which is really neat to see, because sometimes you'll see letters. She'll share letters that she's received from those individuals thanking her for putting up the site and having this in place. So yeah, definitely, it's a really good program. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Do you have to be a member to sell something? Okay, I was asked this. That's another good question, and I was asked the question earlier, and I will repeat the question so you guys know. Do you have to be a member to sell anything on the site, or do you have to be a member to purchase anything on the site? To sell something on the site, yes, you do have to be a member. To purchase something on the site, that's a good question. I don't know. Yes, I think you. I think you do, and that is a good question. And so I would say, to be on the safe side, definitely when you visit her website, take a look. I'm trying to. I think you do have to. Yes, you do have to be a member. What am I saying? I know you do. You do have to be a member, because when you pay your membership fee, which is the $60, then that's when you can put in the 20 names to search. So yes, you do have to be a member on the site. Sorry, I kind of got tongue-tied on that one, guys. All right, so let me see. I'm not seeing anything else over here. And Melanie, Marcia, how are you guys doing? I'm wondering if I'm having a system problem, because I'm getting like little sporadic messages here. So, so for those of you guys who are watching this later, just so you know, if it gets a little glitchy on you guys, I'm sorry. It looks like over here though it's all coming through fine. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. And I do apologize. So, okay, we've been at this now for 20 minutes. And we're a little over 20 minutes, so I want to go on ahead and wrap this all up now if you guys don't have any more questions. And to wrap this up, I will end it like I normally do. I will end it with a question, and the question being, what family heirloom have you been searching for? Is there a particular family heirloom that you've been hoping to find? Whether it's, for instance, a saddle, a horse saddle, or if it's a blanket, or if it's the coffee cup or dishes, or maybe a necklace, an antique necklace that maybe your great-great-grandmother had and you're trying to find it, or even a photograph or frame. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of things you guys are searching for. And make sure you go over to JustAJoy.com and visit her site and take a look around. You can look through the site. You can see everything that's on there. There's no penalty for it. One big point I did want to point out is, when you do join, which I'm hoping you guys join and become members of JustAJoy, if you put down in quotes, put a lowercase a in between the quotes, you're going to have the ability to search the whole entire database, which is really nice to do. So you don't have to just particularly go in and search on your own, search by surname when you're going in there to search and see what's on there. You can put a in quotes and it will bring up everything that she has in their collection. You're wanting the family Bible. My history friend, she's wanting the family Bible from the 1700s for the Carr name, K-A-R-R or K-E-R-R family. Well, I would say visiting her site, you might find something over there. So make sure you do go over there and take a look. I'd be interested. If you guys do make a connection with an heirloom or a treasure, however it is that you word it, if you do make that connection, I want to know about it. You guys have to let me know, because I'm curious. I really would like to know if you guys will make a connection with something. So again, all of the links are down below, my social media links, and the link to JustAJoy.com. The link to enter and to register for the giveaway is down below. And remember, there are ways to increase your chances to win. Some of them are throw me some thumbs up on the video, share the video, go over and visit my Pinterest page or my Twitter page. And the only requirement to enter for this registration for this giveaway is to register for ARodesky e-news and you will receive the newsletters and the little updates as time goes on, with hopefully some helpful information for you guys. And all of your information will also be shared with JustAJoy, because she puts together an awesome newsletter that goes out, and you guys will definitely want to see it and see what she has to say. So remember, tomorrow night, same time, same place, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on here sharing with you about another great company that is sponsoring, just like JustAJoy sponsored this episode tonight. And thank you so much, Joy and JustAJoy, for doing this. We greatly appreciate it, and we can't wait to announce who the winner is of the membership. So I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow night. So take care.